Gore the Dog Butcher with another worthless Mutts. This is just more of a brief intro before the final video on this channel on the worthless Mutts. I was going to add this with the last video because tomorrow will be remember the 6th of November, where we pay tribute and remember the victims of dog attacks. I was going to mesh this all together in one, but I decided it's probably best to just keep them separate. So this Worthless Mutts channel started back probably 2018, 2019, maybe a little earlier than that. It was just to do random videos, random dog videos, and then so-called pandemic came and I was bored, so I decided to make more in-depth, anti-dog content. Last 4 years, I've been doing this. Even though this is a very sensitive and frustrating topic to discuss, I did have fun. I did find ways to have fun, and not at the expense of the victims, but the expense of wanting to produce content. Same time, I want to have some fun. If it's not fun, if it's boring, you're not going to want to do it. So I had to find ways to have fun producing content, and for the last 4 or 5 years, I've had fun. A little bit on and off, but I've had fun changing things, changing structures. I know I vastly improved in either my tech work or the way I speak or share info has vastly improved. I'm ending this channel. It doesn't mean I'm gone forever, but this channel is going to be an archived channel. I'm ending just because this channel was very cartoony, as I said, I just want to have fun. Very cartoony. I want to change things. I want to be a little bit more serious, more in depth. I want something different. I feel in the last 4 or 5 years I've covered a lot of anti-dogs content. I've covered attacks, diseases, the scams, the frauds, these dog owners, dog trainers, dog experts. I've given my opinion, things that I've seen in my neck of the woods. It's all here. And when you look at society, there's been over billions of people that lived on the face of the earth, and only maybe only 10% of all time people complained about dogs. Maybe only 10%. And you look at today, there are billions of people in the world, and maybe only 10% again are direct with their hatred or dislike of dogs. But then you go a little further into anti-dog content. There's only a few of us that are really, or a couple of us, few, that are really putting out dog hatred, anti-dog content. There are things like dogbite.org, and I think the Animal 24/7, but they don't really hate dogs. They don't really hate dogs. They may talk about pit bulls and other attacks, but they don't really hate dogs per se. I doubt that they hate dogs. But you look at contents that are full-on hatred against dogs, that are sharing information against dogs at an aggressive, direct way. It only comes down to 0.1%. So I'm part of the 0.1% of people in the whole world that is putting out anti-dog content. And I'm talking like on a regular basis. anti-dog content. You cannot find anywhere else anti-dog content. Because in society tells us, whether directly or indirectly, not to hate dogs, love dogs. Dogs are animals, dogs are man's best friend. But the truth is, a lot of people do actually hate dogs, but they won't say anything. But the truth is, dogs are worthless, and people are not going to say anything. But only me and a few others that are outright telling people how worthless, vile, dangerous dogs are. Many people who despise dogs don't want to see them banned or eliminated. And I'm only part of a very few that want to see dogs eliminated worldwide. And it takes, maybe a little bit egocentric here, but it takes someone who's bold, confident, who puts up with no nonsense, strong, durable, resilient to go up against a force like dog culture when the numbers are vastly uneven. Anti-dog people are the outcasts, while the dog nutters are they're like the castle. And us little peasants, we're bold enough to go up against this worthless culture. And a lot of dog nuts hate their dogs, they hate dogs, but they rather be with the majority because it's safe, because they're insecure. But I don't say that. I don't say that. I'm willing to go up against this wicked, demonic culture that isn't just, there. It's killing people. It's annoying people. The diseases, the scam, the dog nuttery, the smells. I'm going up against that. I'm going up against that. I have gone up against it. And it takes a lot of strength, courage, humility, might to go up against such a horrendous culture where their numbers are above the roof. And I am grateful. I am grateful to have to be able to do that. Not many people can say they went up against a culture where it's just them, maybe a couple other people versus a juggernaut. I get the chance to say that. I am going to say it. I have said it. And it feels good to be the minority. It feels good to be the 0.1% of people that heavily despises and publicly, worldwide, willing to share their hatred for dogs. It feels good. But I'm not saying that, I don't feel disgusted looking at these dogs. I do. In real life, they're just more hideous in real life. I hate them. I'm disgusted by them, disgusted by their owners. But anyways, this is not this video, but the video of the video tomorrow, 11:06. I'm trying to make that time. Remember the 6th of November, where we remember the victims, either those that have been attacked, killed, annoyed, terrorized, children, adults, teenagers, seniors, and natural animals, cats, the seals, to birds, to pigs that have been attacked and tormented by these dogs. This tribute video is going to be, again, for them, in hopes that we remember the past, the present, and the future, in hopes that dog culture will be abolished. Last video of the channel tomorrow. Again, I'm gonna have some fun, and this is not. I'm not trying to have fun at the suspense of the victims. I still wanna be able to have a good time talking about things that are disturbing. I'm gonna feel disturbed. It is frustrating to have to go through this. It's not easy talking about dead children. It's not easy. But when we don't do it, when we don't talk about the victims that we have lost, this dog culture will continue to do what it does. That's why I do this. We have to keep talking about it. Have to keep talking about it. If we don't open up and let these dog nuts and dog lovers know, then it is what it's gonna, and what we're seeing now with them is what's happening. Hey, I'm grateful to be the 0.1% of people speaking out, but we still do realistically need more numbers. I hope that dog nuts will wake up and stop being dog nutters. Hope other people who don't really have an opinion or who don't know anything about dogs will then go against them. And I'll say this one thing. For many of those people who have been attacked by dogs, pit bulls, many of them go through their whole life not even thinking how bad pit bulls are, and then they get attacked. Or they know someone who got attacked. I think by not saying anything, whether you're ignorant or arrogant or do it on purpose or not, by not saying anything against these dogs, you're pretty much hurting yourself when you get attacked. Because if you're not saying anything, if you're careless, that means you're not prepared. That means you're not bringing a weapon out just in case a dog attacks. A lot of these attacks happen. So all of them happen when these people go out and they don't bring a weapon with them in case of a dog attack. It's unheard of to suggest bring a weapon out It's unheard of to bring a weapon out when you're going jogging or you're going to the store in case of dogs. No one wants to say that because dogs have been established as these perfect, friendly mutts when that is far from the truth. But anyways, hope to see you. Hope you can join me tomorrow, 11:06, November the 6th. Remember, probably won't be the last time doing it, but we're still going to be remembering the victims in hopes that this dog culture can be abolished. Anyways, I am Go the Dog Butcher with another Worthless Mutts, and please remember, it's okay to hate dogs.